Hi there, it's Teresa, local realtor with Coldwell Banker Ronan Realty. And this week we are talking about the fastest way to sell your house right now. If you're Googling the fastest way to sell my house in Orangeville, Dufferin County, or anywhere north of the GTA, here's the honest answer most realtors won't put in writing. Speed comes from three things: pricing it correctly, preparing it strategically, and launching it with a real plan. There's no shortcut around any of them. This is not 2021. Buyers aren't refreshing MLS at 11 p.m. hoping anything comes on. They're cautious, they're comparing, and they're watching mortgage rates the way the rest of us watch the weather. The Canadian Real Estate Association's March 2026 national report showed home sales virtually unchanged month over month, with 5 months of inventory nationally, right in line with the long term average. Translation: this is a balanced market, not a feeding frenzy. Locally, the Orangeville real estate market is showing average sold prices in the high $700,000, with median days on market sitting in the 40 to 46-day range, depending on the property type and price point. Not panic territory, but not list Friday, sold Sunday either. So, how do you actually become the home that sells faster than the one down the street? Here's what I tell every seller I sit down with. Number one, price it where the buyers actually are, not where you wish they were. I'll say this until I lose my voice. Pricing correctly on day one is the single most consequential decision a seller makes. Not the staging, not the photos, not the open house, the price. Sellers love to test the market with an aspirational number, hoping a buyer falls in love. In a balanced market, all that does is push your home to the back of the buyer pool. Buyers right now are educated, they have House Sigma, Zolo, Realtor, and a mortgage broker on speed dial. If your home looks overpriced next to four similar listings, they don't lowball, they just keep scrolling. The homes that sell fastest are priced against current sold comps, not last year's headlines, and not what your neighbor got in 2022. And your specific area matters. Orangeville is not Fergus, is not Center Wellington, nor is it Caledon East. A realtor who actually knows your area can read the difference between a Caledon cul-de-sac and an Orangeville semi. Number two, make it easy for a cautious buyer to say yes. Buyers today are paying attention to risk. Fixed mortgage rates ticked up mid-March on inflation news, and buyers are doing math on every square foot. Your job is to remove every reason for them to hesitate. Before listing, focus on the basics. Declutter ruthlessly, empty space sells, stuff doesn't. Clean like an in-laws staying for 2 weeks. Fix the obvious stuff: running toilets, scuffed baseboards, that hallway light that's been out since November. Give every room a clear purpose. Flex space is realtor code for buyer confusion. Curb appeal first. The drive-by happens before the showing. You don't need a $40,000 renovation. Most of the time, that's not where the return is. You need a home that feels move-in ready and low risk. Number three, invest in the visuals. Your first showing is online. Your home gets judged on a phone screen at 9 p.m. before anyone walks through the door. Bad photos kill more deals than bad paint colors. Professional photography, a proper video walkthrough, a floor plan, and a well-written listing description aren't extras anymore. They're the norm. And the marketing has to speak to the actual buyer for your home. A family townhouse in North Orangeville and a country property in Mono are not selling to the same person, and they shouldn't be marketed the same way. Number four, launch with a plan, not a prayer. Just throw it on MLS and see what happens is not a strategy. A real launch plan to sell your house fast should include a clear MLS description that sells the lifestyle, not just the bedroom count, professional photos, video, and a floor plan, a full social rollout: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, agent to agent outreach across the GTA and local county, database email and neighborhood notification, a Google business profile post, a smart open house strategy, only if it serves your goals, showing feedback tracked weekly, a pricing review by the end of week one if things are quiet. The first 7 to 10 days are when your listing is freshest and most visible. Waste that window with a sloppy launch, and you'll spend the next month chasing the market instead of leading it. Number five, the highest offer is not always the safest offer. in this market, conditional offers are normal again. Financing, inspection, status certificate review, sale of buyer's property, etc. These are not red flags, they're a sign of a cautious buyer pool. But a smart realtor doesn't just look at the top line number. We look at deposit size. It tells you a lot about buyer commitment. Financing strength, pre qualified is not pre approved. Condition timelines and what they actually mean. Closing date and whether it works for both sides. Risk of the deal collapsing before closing day. I'd rather negotiate a clean offer at $20,000 less than chase a fragile offer at full asking that falls apart on inspection day. Number 6, read the data weekly, not your feelings. If your home is listed and the phone isn't ringing, the market is talking to you. If buyers are walking through but not writing offers, the market is still talking. The job is to listen. A good realtor watches competing listings, recent sales, price reductions, expired listings, showing counts, and online engagement every week. Selling fast is rarely about one dramatic move. It's about small, smart adjustments made early enough to matter. So, what's the actual fastest way to sell my house in this market? Treat your listing like a strategy, not a lottery ticket. Price it accurately from day one. Prepare the home so it photographs and shows beautifully. Use real marketing, not your nephew's iPhone. Launch with intention, read the data, stay flexible. Work with someone who actually knows your local market. In a balanced market, the homes that sell fastest aren't always the prettiest or the cheapest. They're the ones that make sense to buyers at the right price, in the right condition, with the right story. If you're ready to learn more about how you can sell your house fast, click the link in the description for a free consultation today.